my name. Make me forget everything when you call me late at night. I remember you touching my body, the way you get to me deep where my heart is. Love me so good, but I wish I was heartless.
Hey guys.
Hi guys. Last we talked to you guys, we were in Colorado, in Commerce.
Yeah, I think we were on our way to pick up our load.
And reefer problems, of course.
Yeah, it was a temp load. It was just ambient temperature. But as always, we turn it on beforehand, just kind of have it going before we get there.
That's it.
We turned the switch on, however, it did not come on.
And well, it tried to start. It tried to start, and we were like, okay, we're heading in. So 14 miles out of our pickup, we were able to go in and get after hours. Turns out the guy told us that there's been a recall on the engine for our reefer unit.
Right.
And they've been having a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's only 2 years old.
The glow plugs he thought might be a fix, which we're like, yay,
He
get
told
out
us
of
there were
here.
numerous recalls on a particular unit that we have.
Right. So we got a bad unit, and they've been having to replace the whole engine in the unit. So it turned out that that's our situation. So the next morning, we had to wait on the shop to open. We were scheduled to pick up at 8. We ended up picking up at 9, which was actually pretty good. We did pretty well on that one. I was surprised.
Yeah, they were able to kind of do a temporary Band-Aid fix that would get it running enough to hold ambient temperature. We can't really do anything frozen right now or anything like that, but
yes,
it will do ambient
only.
temperatures.
So they set it up so that just a little amount of coolant goes through, just enough to do the ambient. So that's all we can do. So that fixes for our load to get across to California. And he said it might not work, might cut off. It worked like a charm the whole way. We pulled up, just cut that sucker off right away. Thank you for everything, But the people are the nicest people. When we have things done in Colorado, they're so nice. Everybody was nice. The technicians.
This was the CT Power location.
CT Power and Commerce. All of them are so nice. An elderly gentleman, I think, was maybe the supervisor, telling the boys
seemed
what
to be
do.
anyway.
Came over and gave Penelope and Buster toys. He said that he has King Charles, and the toys that his King Charles does not like, he brings them to work and saves them for other dogs. So they loved him. They were just Penelope loves stuffed animals. She's always had them. We haven't had one for in a while because sometimes Buster gets aggravated and chews them up. So now she has this big Santa Claus one, and she's just so very happy. She's just thrilled.
Yeah, actually Buster's chewing it up right now.
He's like, that's mine. But he got a little one and she got a big one. Off we went, picked up at 9 o'clock and headed to California. Our trip over was beautiful, very hot, but we're inside, so it didn't matter to us. But we went through the desert. Oh my goodness. Went through Utah again. There's nothing out there. I mean, there's no way anybody can live out there. It's uninhabitable. But it's just amazing going through and seeing all the different
when you get out of the city out there, it's kind of rough.
Landscapes that just crazy.
Yeah, no, there's beautiful landscapes. I mean,
it looks like castles.
Right. It's unlike anything else you see anywhere else in the United States for sure.
I mean, if we went out there just to photography purposes, we could definitely spend a week there. But you just can't. But so much. But
in the summertime, it's dry, it's hot, and there's no water.
At
least not in those parts.
Right. But we got through that, and these things happen. We've had a good run without anything happening.
Yeah, our next concern after we made it to California, though, was seems that usually our loads getting out of California require reefer.
very concerned about that. We're like, okay, we already saw a few, and they wanted 0 temps, and we're like, this is going to be bad.
There's no way we could get below freezing.
But Chris worked while I drove, and he found us a load that actually goes across. We're picking it up in Arizona on Friday. There's no temp on it, and it pays just like if it were temped.
Right.
And we've done this load before for these people.
Yes, we have. It's been a while, but yes, we have.
And it's what is it? Shelby?
Yeah, it's like electronics. It's electronic.
It's electronic. So that's all we have to do is take that across, and it is up in Tennessee, which is awesome because we're going to be right there near the house. So we're going to have a chance to run by the house, and hopefully we're going to get on the list to get a generator,
a reefer,
an engine for a reefer. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll let you know. But right now we're doing ambient. Oh well. Finally delivered in Tustin, California this morning. It took well over 2 hours to go 27 miles. The last 27 miles. I was getting very concerned.
We were 27 miles to go, and actually ahead of schedule. Looked like we were going to be early.
Yeah, it was doing really well, and traffic just stopped. We actually went all the way down 91, was it? I think I was going 91. It's to the beach cities, and everybody's going there. We never got any relief at all until we finally turned off to our exit, but it was just awful. You know, we love California. We love everything about California, and the weather's wonderful, and the palm trees, and we just absolutely love it. But California hates truckers, don't you think, honey?
It does.
I mean, they just hate us. I mean, road rage. I mean, nobody will let you in, and if you do, once they lay back and you switch over to the lane you need, they're blowing the horn at you. I'm like, what?
The population's so high. There's so many vehicles on the road already.
Yeah.
They don't have room for trucks. They don't want trucks there.
It's very similar to New York.
Right. And then on top of that, they think it's a good idea to limit trucks to 55 miles an hour, while the other traffic can do 70.
All through California.
That's a brilliant idea, because you know, no one's going to slam into you or anything if you're going 20 miles an hour slower than they are.
Yeah, they're whizzing around us, and you know, then you've got the lane splitting with the motorcycles, and it's rough going.
Yeah.
And you have nowhere to be. You're too big for everything.
There's very limited parking.
Yeah.
There's not that many trucks, rest areas or truck stops really.
Non-existent.
And a lot of the truck stops are smaller. You know, just land is a premium. It's expensive.
Right.
So it takes a lot of room to have a big parking lot for trucks to park. So you have the parking issues. That's why you see a lot of trucks parking on the street.
Yeah.
Being with Landstar, that's not an option for us.
It used to be.
It can be very stressful, especially if you're running close on your hours trying to park and you're stuck in traffic.
It used to be a little friendlier for us when we were with FedEx.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see the RVs parked on the road, and we'll just park beside of them, up behind them.
A lot of times it would be business parks and things like that where you could park on the sides of the road, and it was fine.
But not allowed to do that.
Yeah, we don't have that option.
So that limits us even more. Lots of Planet Fitness out here that we go to the gym. Can't go here. We've tried several times.
Yeah, the same issue.
And we've got warnings. Can't be in the parking
thankfully,
lot.
we haven't been booted or towed or anything like that.
I know.
We'd get some notes on the window.
Kind of worried about that. So we don't even attempt that anymore.
Which I think it told us we had to move our vehicle within 2 hours or it would be towed or something like that. At least they gave us a warning. I mean, sometimes they just boot you in some places. New York City's been known for that.
Yeah, and we don't want to get booted. That's for sure. We actually saw that happen when we were in Boston, and the car pulled over.
Yeah, it hasn't happened to us, but we've seen it happen to
other
other
guy was out there putting a boot. Poor woman came out. I felt so bad for her. She had a kid, but they'll do it in a minute. We usually try to always park where we're supposed to park because you don't want to get hit. And if you do get hit, then guess what? You're in trouble. And our CDLs are kind of important to us. But
not only that, but if you drive for a carrier like FedEx or Landstar or whoever, they they think you're a liability, they're not going to keep you. They can let you
exactly.
go, even if your CDLs are fine, you're free to go to another company, but they won't let you work for them anymore. And that happens. That happens sometimes with accidents also, even if it's a minor bump up. We've heard lots of stories of people who, they've been with the company for several years, one small bump up, and they're disqualified.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now they can't drive for the company anymore.
And it's a rough business, really, because everybody's in a hurry. I mean, the truckers we're on a time limit. Things can go wrong with our truck, and we're tired, and we're driving, beyond and things, and it's hard it's a hard job.
Like this morning, the instance with the traffic. It's one thing that you kind of have to deal with that, and you have to sit through the traffic, but it's burning up your hours.
Yeah.
And you see that happen when people run out of hours because they're sitting in traffic too long.
Yeah, I think since we've been driving the truck, when we're home in our personal vehicle, I think we're more mindful that, we may be going somewhere, but we're also going home at the end of the day. And I try to be more mindful of truckers because they're actually at work.
Yeah,
we're actually working out here. We're not going home.
Everybody has a place to be. Everybody's got a deadline, but that's all trucking is. You have to pick up at a certain time. You have to drop off at a certain time. I mean, you're on a schedule nonstop. It's not like they're just out there clogging up the road and have nowhere to be. They have somewhere to be, and they're trying their best to get there.
And trucks
safely.
bring everything. I mean,
everything we use.
Exactly. Everything in California, trucks bring. There's so many trucks in California, and
well, once again, large population, people need stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the Loves now, and it's packed. And this was early in the morning when we came, trying to get a shower, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's just so much truck traffic in California and nowhere to be. But otherwise, if we were just visiting or in our car, it's a beautiful place. We love the state. And I guess it's just one of those things. You just can't help it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we are headed across. We'll be picking up Friday. We're so excited. And things always work out for us. That's what we say. And we keep that attitude.
Yeah, we'll check back in with you guys on Friday. Should be in Arizona by then.
I'm going back to Phoenix. Yay. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
There's something about the way that you say my name. Make me forget everything when you call me late at night. I remember you touching my body. The way you get to me deep where my heart is. Love me so good, but I wish I was heartless.